Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of the West Ham United Chromatarian Season 2, in which we've got a couple of big games to play in today's episode. We've got Liverpool to start the episode off. They currently sit second in the league, a few points behind us. Obviously, we're in first place, undefeated still in the Prem. We've had a great season. We also face Man City in the Champions League, Chelsea and Spurs later in the episode in the Premier League. And also, we've got a couple of big games there. Not too sure if this is going to be a season finale or a series finale, possibly. So we've got a lot of big games. There might be one more episode to come. But obviously, last episode we defeated Man City in the Carabao Cup final. So they're looking to get revenge against us in the Champions League. Let's get into this episode. As you'll see by the Premier League table, we currently sit top, a few points clear of Liverpool, 6 points clear. So a big win here away from home at Anfield will be good for us. Let's get into this one with our usual 11 and hopefully defeat Liverpool here. But one thing we need to talk about at the start of the episode is Wilfried Singo. If you watch the game between Monaco and Monaco and Donnarumma, but Monaco and PSG, you'll see that Wilfried Singo obviously got sent off for accidentally, I guess you could say, curb stomping Donnarumma on the pitch pretty much. He literally booted him in the face with the studs. Obviously accidental, he didn't mean to do it from what I've seen anyway, but obviously he got, that's a big talking point for Singo at the start of the episode. Let's get into this game, and hopefully if we do advance to the Champions League, we don't come across Donnarumma, because Wilfried Singo clearly doesn't like the Italians too much. To Beck here, who I believe might be a young talent of theirs. Here's Gyökeres. In here to Harvey Elliott, over here to Mo Salah, and that's a good challenge there for David Hansko against the Egyptian King. Now Somerville, who's been a big player for us this season, and Travelese Terramoffi, who's also been a great player for us. Moffi now trying to get inside it, but Gabriel's there. Salah, who will be the danger man in their team, but there's David Hansko denying him once again. Love that from him. Now Hackney, and get it over here to Crescencio Somerville, the Dutchman. And now get inside it. The Dutchman's been given a lot of room here. Somerville to shoot. Matuidi makes a save, and that possibly could have been a penalty there. Just going forward. Here's Cody Gakpo. The Dutchman to Beck, but there's Todibo. Now Alvarez. I'm going to try to get Kudus involved in this game. Kudus now, the first time in this one, getting on the ball here. Does well. Mohamed Kudus now drifting his side here. Can he cut it back? Yes, he does. Over to Terramoffi. Can lay it off to Somerville. One touch, hits it. And that is 1-0 here. The link-up play between the front three. There's some good defending in this game from our defence. We finally break the deadlock here with Crescencio Somerville bagging the goal. Kudus here into Moffi. Does well to hold off Gabriel. Lays it off to Somerville. One touch. And blasts it past the Georgian shot stopper in Mamardashvili to make it 1-0 hit. It's a great finisher from Somerville under pressure from Gabriel, setting the wrong way, and Somerville breaks the deadlock here at Anfield and gives us a big goal here in a 6-point game, because this is a possible title deciding game against Liverpool here. Obviously Liverpool are going to try to get straight back into this one as the way FC 25 works. You score, odds are you're going to possibly concede straight away. But McAllister to Mo Salah here, trying to fulfill the prophecy of that happening. Hansko goes over. Let's put someone under a bit of pressure here. Harvey Elliott now. There's David Hansko again. Harvey Elliott, someone gets the ball back off him. Ball out wide here to the Argentinian, who can get it into the Swedish striker Gyökeres. Over to Gakpo. Gyökeres, we can't let him shoot. There's great defending from Joro Hato again. Or advantage for Liverpool. Gyökeres trying to draw out our defence here. Endo through here to McAllister, who levels it up. The first time they shoot, they score, and it's 1-1 here at Anfield. Ball in here to Gakpo. Trying to select Singo or Todibo here. Gakpo now to Endo, into Gyökeres, and gets it back there to the Japanese international. Back here to Elliott. McAllister, Liverpool just again holding the ball here on the edge of the box, trying to find a way through. Harvey Elliott with a trickery. McAllister now to Wataru Endo, who skips round us but passes the ball there for some reason. I'm not too sure why he didn't pull the trigger. He should have shot there. I'm not too sure why Endo skipped round me there, but he did. He pulled out a couple of steppers I didn't expect from him. Here goes Somerville. In here to Paqueta, the captain. And drive here. And feed it through to Terramoffi here to break the level deadlock again here. And put us back in the lead. Terramoffi scores again. He's got insane numbers this series. I'll show you after this game possibly. the stats that he's got this season. He's been incredible for us since signing at the start of the season from Nice. Obviously, a comment suggested down below that we signed Terra Moffi, and it's been the best signing we could have made. Obviously, we were looking at Gyökeres at one point, but Moffi was more of a realistic signing, and he's proven to be the striker we needed in this series. He's got us at the top of the league, and also he won us a trophy in the Carabao Cup, and we're also still in the Champions League and FA Cup, so we could possibly win a quadruple this season, and if we do, it would be insane. Liverpool here later in this game here, holding possession again here. Here's McAllister, the goal scorer for them in this game. Hackney does well there. Hato now can get it to Bento. Bento can hopefully get it over. I was going to say get it back to Hato, but Hansco intercepted it. Now we can get forward there. Terra Moffi into the captain, Paqueta. Against his fellow Brazilian, and Gabriel holds him off there. Good work there from Paqueta. And play it over the top here, looking for Kudus here. Kudus hits it, but drags it wide. Kudus should be scoring there. I could have squared it to Moffi, but I had faith in Kudus there. And here goes Salah. But there's Hayden Hackney stepping in. Look up from him. Let's go back to Bento, and that should be the game over here. And it should be a 3 points. One here from Liverpool at Anfield. It's a 2-1 win. Moffi and Smith were the goal scorers. It's a great performance defensively as well. The team played incredible. Obviously, Liverpool had all the possession in the world, but did nothing with it. And we win the game, and you love to see it. And as you can see, this second team pick up a 3-3 draw against Crystal Palace at home, with Ferguson and Kilman scoring in this one. Alright, so here we're the UCL quarterfinals. This is the first season West Ham have ever played in the Champions League, and we could go on to win it possibly this season. That would be incredible if we managed to do so. We're up against Man City, a team that we beat in the Carabao Cup final last episode on penalties. As you can see, the other quarterfinal, are Arsenal, Napoli, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, and Real Madrid and Leverkusen. Still yet to play in that one, though. You can see Bayern a level with Liverpool, and Arsenal are currently leading Napoli in that game. Let's get into this one up against Man City and hopefully beat them here. One thing that I thought I'd show you, as I said last time out, is I'll show you the stats of the players before we get into this game. As you see, Terra Moffi is having an insane season. 33 goals and 9 assists in all competitions is insane. Like, he has been unbelievable. As you can see, 20 goals and 6 assists in the Premier League alone, and 7 goals and 2 assists in the Champions League. He has been incredible. So Kudus is doing great as well. Ismaila Sarr as a backup player is doing great in the second team. Smith in the first team is doing the same. Paqueta, 7 goals and 17 assists. Incredible from him. And let's get into this one now. Up against Man City here, at home at the London Stadium, and hopefully beat them again here to advance into this, well, win the first leg and hopefully be able to swim the second leg to advance into the semi-finals of the Champions League. Leave Valverde as well. Just wonder which Man City we're going to play in this one. Is it the Man City that are going to just pass it around and do nothing with the ball, similar to Liverpool, and end up losing? Or would it be the Man City that we're facing in the Carabao Cup final, where they scored a bunch of goals, we scored a bunch of goals, and ended up beating them on penalties? But Savinho here early on, trying to get through there, but Todibo shuts down the Brazilian. Some great defending there from the Frenchman. Now Paqueta, our own Brazilian here, can try to release Terra Moffi here. Moffi here holds off the defender. I think it was Ruben Diaz here, but that's actually Lucas Hernandez there, but the other defender came over and helped him out there. I just couldn't pull the trigger there in time with him. Kyle Walker's playing, he's probably playing right back, but he's playing that false back role, but he basically plays CDM. But Savinho, through here to Haaland, is onside, and Haaland scores. I thought we just had Haaland offside there, but he was just about onside. And he missed it 1-0 to Man City here. We ended up winning it, so we're no strangers to going behind and winning from behind. As here's Terra Moffi. Moffi now can level it up here. Moffi misses. It's a shock of everyone in the stands. Even Guardiola probably didn't expect that. But Moffi steals it off Kyle Walker there. Paqueta feeds it through to Mami Kudus there. First time smashes it, and Kudus scores. Moffi makes up for the miss by stealing the ball off Kyle Walker. Paqueta plays it over to Kudus, who rifles it into the back of the net to beat Ederson there to make it 1-1 here. I don't know, the stadium put us back level here in the Champions League quarter-final. You'd love to see it. It's a great finish from Kudus, just powerful, emphatic. Everything you want to put, every superlative you can put behind, every adjective you can put behind that shot there. As Kudus there, rifles it there into the back of the net and levels it up here in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And with Rodri in there as well, that would be insane. Obviously moved on from the likes of De Bruyne and Gundogan, etc., with the likes of Valverde and Zaire Emery joining. That's incredible from Rodri to find Foden, a great save from Bento. This is a very end-to-end game so far. Somerville, great challenge in there. It gives away another corner, unfortunately, in the process. And Rodri whips it into the box there. Not sure why Rodri's on them, but Kyle Walker's header goes wide of the post. I'm not sure why it didn't do it. A ball up wide here, looking for Savinho. And he's somehow still got the ball there. Savinho, 1-1 with Bento, scores to make it 2-1. I honestly have no idea how Todibo got beaten there by Savinho. We had him dead to rights there. I honestly couldn't tell you how we got past him. I don't get how that happened. And he was on side there, and he beats Bento to put them back in the lead. Can we get him involved there? Kudus now gets the ball from Paqueta. He drives inside there. Kudus, can he make it 2-2? But the ball falls back to Somerville here. Somerville to Paqueta. Somerville in here to Terra Moffi. He should score. Moffi levels it up here. It's going to be the exact same game, pretty much, as the Carabao Cup final from last episode, where there's going to be a lot of goals. But the question is, which team are going to score the most? Moffi scores there to make it 2-2. It's a great play from the team. Paqueta into Somerville, plays it through to Moffi, who takes a touch and puts it past Edison there to make it 2-2. And you're able to see it. Zaire Emery. Haaland through to Savinho, not again. Savinho denied by his fellow Brazilian. Alvarez flicks it on to Kudus. Now we can break here. Kudus now. What is the play here? Couple of defenders to beat, but why is the game not doing skill moves? Honestly, I'm not sure why the game is not registering that I'm telling it to do a skill move there. Haaland to Savinho. Down to Zaire Emery. Phil Foden now. The Englishman driving through. Bento, big save needed, has made it. And Hanks goes there to stop Foden getting a tap in. 10 more minutes or so and make a change or two. Bring on Loftus-Cheek. Paqueta. Looking for Somerville. The ball is in. Somerville, can he score? Somerville denied by Edison. Haaland. Looking to find Foden, but Hans goes there. Bento to Hatter now. Last chance of the game. For some players we're going to take off, that's the Somerville, etc. I might take him off and bring on Jack Clark. Paqueta looking for Somerville here. Somerville, one touch, blasts it wide of the post. Let's make a few changes. Let's bring on Loftus-Cheek in this role here. Let's bring on also... Do I bring on Jack Clark? I feel like he could do something in this game with some fresh legs down the left. Let's bring him on. I think, honestly, that could be the only changes we'll make. I think the rest of the team needs to say the same. Loftus-Cheek and Clark onto the pitch. Ishmael Sarr maybe could come on down the left, actually, with more pace than Clark, but I feel like Clark's got better end product. So we're going to go with Clark in this game. Speaking of dangerous players, Phil Foden does well there. Bernardo. Back to Haaland. Haaland. Good challenge in there from Hansko. Singo can find Kudus. Kudus now through to Terra Moffi, but Lucas Hernandez is there again, man. Let's get Clark involved. We've not seen him since he came on. Here's Clark, former Ipswich man who was signed for them in the series. He was doing well for us. And now over the top, Clark. Can he square it over? What is that from the game? It's a simple square pass over. You know what I mean? Like, it's a simple... Any footballer could do that. Why has he just kicked it into Foden? Not Foden, Edison. That literally is just a game screwing me over there. That is not Clark not being able to do that. That's just the game being stupid, man. He shoots at his wide of the post, thankfully for us. Kovacic comes on. Let's just hoof this up to Moffi and try flick it on and hope the ref keeps us playing. Moffi is not going to let us do so. It's a 2-2 draw in the first leg. We'll take it. It's not a loss. But I feel like we should have won the game. Alright, so as you can see, we suffered defeat for the first time in the season with a loss here to Chelsea away from home at the Stamford Bridge. Obviously, we had to sim this with our second team because the next game against Man City again in the Champions League. Ferguson and Clark scored for us, but Nicholas Jackson scores for them to win them the game. And we see Palmer and Disasi also scored for the Blues in that one. Alright, so it's time for the second leg against Man City here. Let's get straight into this one and hopefully not Pep Guardiola's team out of the Champions League and advance ourselves into the semi-finals of the Champions League this season. Proving more and more as to why we signed him. Alvarez, can he win that header? No, he can't. And there's a mix-up here in midfield, and there's Smoking with the ball though. De Bruyne through here to Savinho early on. Great save from Bento. And Bento goes over and collects it as well. Look at that from him. That's why De Bruyne's in the team for this one. I guess you could say those through balls there that he just played. To find Savinho. Here's Kudus here looking to do the same here. Looking to find our striker though. In Terra Moffi, one touch. Couldn't get a shot away because Hernandez is there once again. And CF kind of rotated De Bruyne in. Givardio starts this one to here. Paqueta's still going here. Paqueta beats the defenders here. Paqueta, can he score? The captain shoots and does score. Lucas Paqueta makes it 3-2 and overall and 1-0 on the night here. In the Champions League quarterfinals are away at the Etihad Stadium. We'll score first this time round though. Our captain with the goal. And he just beat, I think that, I'm not too sure who it was. I think it was, well, I'm not too sure who it was there. But he beat whoever the defender was. He got in behind him and found the goal with the finish there to make it, well, put us in the lead here. Let's just see it. Just water, but there's, oh, how is that a free kick, referee? Savinho ran into my defender. Yes, we kicked out a little bit there at him to try and get the ball off him, but Ferdinand floats it in actually. Back post to Savinho and Bento makes the save. I thought he was going to shoot. He went for the cross there and found Savinho, but he couldn't find the finish. His fellow Brazilian in net stopping him. Lucas Hernandez denied off the line by Terra Moffi. Good save, Bento. Well, I was going to say the goal scorer denies the defender. It's the other way around usually, you know what I mean? The defender denies the striker, but Moffi with a great block there on the line. De Bruyne back here to Haaland, back to De Bruyne. Back out wide here though, see Phil Foden, who's over on this side now, Rodri. Oh no, De Bruyne. To Haaland, and that's a goal. Couldn't let either man shoot, but De Bruyne found a pass to Erling Haaland, and he makes it level here. It's a great bit of play. De Bruyne does well to find Haaland, and it's a good finish as well from him. And that's probably the first time Haaland scored against me in this series, because we played Man City a few times. I could not tell you if Haaland scored. I think he might have done last episode, but you know, he rarely scores against me. It's usually the likes of Rodri, etc. that score. But Paqueta here, why not? Left foot from range, Paqueta over the ball, worth the effort though. To Foden, back to De Bruyne. I don't like this. Referee blow for half time. You should blow for half time here. But he's not going to do so. Foden, good work there from Todibo. I wonder why they put Foden this time, because last time we faced City in the Carabao Cup final, he did well against Singo. De Bruyne finds the through ball to Haaland. Chips Bento and scores again. They're in the lead. That's not great. We've barely been able to do anything in this game since they levelled it up. Every time we get forward, that just happens. Like we can't beat their defence. They're just all over the ball. We can't get the ball off them. Rodri to Foden. He passes it back to Rodri into De Bruyne. We get the ball here with David Hansko. Somerville's barely been involved in this game. What can they get forward here? Somerville. How has he got a slight touch on the ball there? Through here to Foden, who's just completely wide open over here. Back here to Rodri, De Bruyne, Haaland, back to Valverde. He finds De Bruyne. And Valverde shoots and Bento saves. We're making changes. There's nothing really going in this game. We're going to bring on Loftus-Cheek again. Hato is tied. Do I make a change at left back? Do we bring on Wan-Bissaka there? I don't know, because Hato's played great. Moffi's not involved in this game, so Evan Ferguson gets an opportunity to try and win this one. And honestly, Somerville has not been in this game either. So Clark, we used him last time. Let's go with Ishmael Sarr this time. No. Bernardo Silva now off the bench here. Here's the Portuguese midfielder. Free to Foden. If they score, they've won. I think they won this game. We just can't do anything to stop them. Just one of those where the AI just aren't putting a foot wrong, and literally they just win the ball back instantly the second you try to attack. And then they do this for ages, so just pass it left and right. A winnable back there. So that's his pace there forward here to Ferguson. Ferguson does well to find Ismail Assar, who finds Kudus here. But Paqueta doesn't make the run, but he gets there in the end. Paqueta just doesn't swing his foot out at it for some reason. He saw the power bar go up there, should have done so, but he just didn't. We can't get the ball off them. If I tried to defend, they'll just score. Bento good save to now Rodri. But it's in vain because we're going to lose this game. It's a loss to Man City here. It's a 3-1 loss at home for them. Well, a 3-1 win for them, I should say, but a 3-1 loss to us in a game where I literally couldn't do anything. It was one of those where the AI just passed it. I can see 177 passes, 71% possession. I had 2 shots in that game. I just couldn't do anything. It is what it is. We're out of the Champions League. The first team bounced back here from the loss to Man City with Moffi getting the only goal of the game here up against Spurs to get us the 3 points back in the Premier League. The second team up against Southampton here pick up a 2-1 win with Jack Clark and also Ferguson scoring in this game. Alright, so for the final game of today's episode, we're going to take on Leicester City here in the FA Cup semi-finals. You can see Man City leading Southampton in that one, so it's going to be most likely Man City again in a cup final. So they just knocked us out the Champions League, so we'll go, hopefully if we get into the FA Cup final again against Leicester, we can get revenge by beating them in another cup final and getting ourselves a second trophy this season. Obviously the Premier League trophy is most likely going to be ours this season, and for this game I might rotate a little bit here. I might drop, I'm not so sure who to drop here from the bench. So I kind of want to take Gillingham. I might need him at this point. But do I take on Gillingham? I feel like his end product isn't really there. That's why I don't use him in this series. Like his end product isn't there, and it just isn't good enough for us. But I feel like this team is good enough. Maybe we make a change or two for someone. Maybe Hanska is kind of tired, but Mavropanos is also tired as well. Is Wan-Bissaka fully fit? No, he ain't. Let's get into this one with just our usual 11 and hopefully get the win here against Leicester City to advance into the FA Cup final. Wouldn't mind doing a Leicester series. I mean, Adley's in their team as well. They get the ball over here to Quinton Timber. To Mavadidi. That's a good save there from Bento. But Leicester have a great team. It's Timber now. To Mavadidi. Now Hayden Hackney can drive after that. Good bit of defending there from Hansko. And feed it through to Terra Moffi here. Moffi is through. Can he beat the goalkeeper? Terra Moffi shoots and Moffi scores. And it's 1-0 here to West Ham United in the FA Cup semi-final up against Leicester at Wembley. And Moffi scores again here. He's been an insane striker for us in this series. We showed his stats in this episode. And he scores again here. It's a great ball for the centre to find him. And a great finish there from the striker to make it, well, 1-0 here. It's risky here from me, but we're going to get the ball clear. Alvarez to Kudus. Kudus skips past that base here. Kudus is still going. Great work there from Mohamed Kudus. And he's going to use his pace to get in behind. Kudus here to make it 2-0. Can he do so? And he's done so. That was great work there from Mohamed Kudus there to beat both defenders by himself just there. Not even with skill, just great dribbling capabilities there. And a good bit of strength against the second defender to beat him there. And Kudus here scores to make it 2-0. Runs through here. And also he finds the back of the net to make it 2-0 here to West Ham in the FA Cup final. No, not final, semi-final, to send us hopefully through to the FA Cup final. That's 2 of the 3 of the front 3 scoring in this one. Won't be the first time in this series if we manage to get all 3 to score, but for Tawu, trying to get Leicester back in this one here, has done more to find Adley, and Adley finally scores himself there to make it 2-1. Paqueta here. Over the top to Moffi. Moffi to make it 3-1 here. Moffi does so. It's one of those games. But Terra Moffi scores again here. Put us back 2 goals in the lead. In this way, you'll have to see it. Mavadidi. Free head to the Moroccan striker for me. Leverkusen just done well with him. Adley now still going Bento. Switch it up though. Alvarez to Kudus. Can we do it again here? Moffi over the top to beat the defensive pacer and good strength. Terra Moffi to go himself a hat-trick before the break, and it's done so. The ball over the top to Moffi here has been, well, the secret to his success here at West Ham The pace he's got, the strength he's got. He can beat defenders like Whiteface easily and get him behind to score a goal with his incredible finisher as well. As you can see, holds off the Belgian, strikes it and beats the keeper to put his 4-1 up in this one. You love to see it before the break as well. Alright, so 6-goal winning quite comfortably. We're going to make a few changes. We're going to bring on Ferguson up front, Loftus-Cheek at Cam, and Clark down the left in this one. I mean, Adley. And a very dangerous player here. Quinton Timber has also been quite dangerous, but Adley's through here. Adley, that's good defending there from Tadibo, and the game is doing some weird stuff, but we don't concede in the end, luckily. Ball over the top to Adley. And Adley is so good, man. Good save from Bento, but Adley has been unstoppable, man. Well, he's not been unstoppable, but he's been unbelievable against us. And here he is again, and he scores to make it 4-2. That's done well there, Clark. Got unfortunate there, but Samari loses that to Hackney with the pass that he intercepted. Kudus now, oh, love that from Kudus. Can he score here? Mohamed Kudus denied, but Clark is there for the tap-in to make it 5-2 here in the semi-final of the FA Cup. It's been an insane game. It's 7 goals overall. Adley's been incredible for Leicester. Timber has been as well. Fatawi's been great for them. But we score here again to, well, clearly put us the favourites in this one. Kudus there, shot denied by Livakovic, and Clark there was for the tap-in. You'd love to see it. I mean, Adley burst through. Bento, big save needed, just chipped him. Adley's been incredible, man. Winks. Oh no, here he is again. Adley. Bento, good save. And Singer can just hold him off here and play down the clock here. Good work there from him, and that should be the end of the game. Referee, do you want to blow for full time? Like, the game is done. There we go. The referee finally blew for full time. It's a 5-3 win over Leicester in the semi-finals. The scoreline blown out of proportion because obviously Adley wasn't the same for them, and obviously we scored a bunch of goals ourselves, but that was a great game, and we go through to the final of the FA Cup to most likely face Man City in that one next episode. That's going to call it for the end of today's episode, as we got knocked out of the UCL in today's episode, which wasn't great. We also suffered our first loss in the Premier League in that sim game against Chelsea. But as you can see, we're currently at 8 points clear of Liverpool at the top of the table. Some big games coming up next episode. We face, obviously, Arsenal at some point in this episode, as you saw at the start of the episode, I believe. In the FA Cup, obviously, we're in the final against Man City, looking to get revenge for them knocking us out of the Champions League, and with a second final against them like we did in the Carabao Cup. That would be great for us. Like I mentioned, we did win the Carabao Cup. Obviously, knocked out in the Champions League by Man City, going to face Bayern Munich in there, Arsenal v Real Madrid in that one. We just couldn't get the ball off Man City in that game. That was the issue. It was just one of those in SC25 where the AI just hold the ball. They do nothing with it really, but they end up winning the game. And as you can see here, the team's looking great. Obviously, the team's been incredible this season, but obviously in the Champions League, we just were. I don't really want to say we weren't good enough, because it wasn't the case. You know what I mean? We were good enough to beat City on that occasion. We just couldn't get a ball off them. But as you'll see by the stats, so the team's doing incredible. Next episode will be the Season 2 finale. Obviously going into Season 3, we're looking to obviously win the Premier League, the FA Cup, and also the Carabao Cup this season, and bolster the squad next season to go into the Champions League and try and win that one. The team's doing incredible, as you can see by the stats. Some of the same performances this season. And yeah, we'll see you guys in this one. Thank you for watching. Check out the Name More Play Chroma and shout out I'm doing as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in this one. And goodbye.